What's going on, Detroit Lions fans? Welcome back to your go-to source for Detroit Lions content. Will, I gotta do something real quick.
Yeah, what you got?
During yesterday's show, we were giving some love to the women in our life. My wife, Emily. I have to give a special shout out to Emily. I said what Sarah does behind the scenes. Emily, everything she does, we're officially naming her head of social media. Okay. It's an unpaid position, just like Sarah's, but Emily does a lot of stuff.
Say it again. It's a what position?
It's an unpaid position.
Okay.
She does a lot of stuff behind the scenes, a lot of stuff with our Facebook group, Twitter, social media. So she's the head of our social media department from here on out.
I like that.
We'll also know if she watches the show. You can use this as a little test. So,
like
William, big. I think this is big news. Okay, we're not a news channel, but the Detroit Lions NFL tweeted out that Lions head coach Dan Campbell says he expects running back David Montgomery knee injury to be ready for the divisional round. How do you feel about this?
Man, listen. Ooh, all right. Oof. Woo! Let me be careful. Because I love me some David Montgomery. I love me some Chuck Bruce. I love me Knuckles to my Sonic. But I love Jahmyr Gibbs getting all these damn touches right now. I love it. So, man, I'm just hoping for this. I don't want to see 50-50. So, guys, put it in the comments. Demo coming back, probably still a little bit banged up, not 100%. Are you looking for this thing to get back to 50-50? Because I would be okay with 60-40. I'm not asking for anything crazy. I'm not saying let's skip out on Demo, but I'm saying, hey, can we go 60-40? You know what I mean? Maybe 65-35. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because my man Jahmyr Gibbs, I'm gonna say it again. Number one running back in the league, right? So Demo is a freaking beast. Let's not get that twisted. He deserves his touches, and I still believe in this dual-headed monster, but I don't think that it necessarily needs to be 50-50 is all I'm saying. So put it in the comments. Let me know how you're feeling, because I feel like Gibbs is about as fast as that motorcycle that I just heard in the background.
Like, you can hear that? Hey, that thing was
zooming. Yeah, that's about how fast. It was just perfect timing, man, because that's about how fast Jahmyr Gibbs is, man. That bad boy, he's flying when he gets that handoff, man. So, but other than that, I'm super excited about it, man. And please don't let me allow that to have any type of negative light on David Montgomery, man, because he's an absolute dog, man. He just happens to be the partner to the best running back in the league. So, Steve, how you feeling about it? Should it be 50-50? Should it be 60-40? Demo's getting more carries. How are you feeling? Where are you sitting?
Here's the thing.
Talk to me.
The motorcycle's still going. Now I hear. I don't know. Absolute psychopath. It's first week of January. We're out riding motorcycles in Michigan. I don't know what's going on. I think that from the beginning, this is just fantastic news that one of these season-ending injuries isn't actually season-ending after all. So let me just start there that this is maybe a little bit of good luck. Maybe the football gods are showing us some mercy because we can't afford injuries. All right. We're banged up enough. We don't need any more people going down. I think that this is nothing but good news. This is nothing but fantastic news. You're taking the number one offense in the NFL and giving it back another 1,000-yard running back. Is that what we're going to do to the Detroit Lions? We're going to give you guys a break and say, hey, your offense is damn near unstoppable. Let me go ahead and give you your workhorse running back who's running for 1,000 yards this season and double-digit touchdowns and just a bell cow. Now, knee injuries, running backs, got to be careful here. All right, if he's cleared by the doctors, he's cleared by the team to get on the field, I'm not sure that I'm willing to give him 50-50 just on that aspect alone. Not to mention what Jahmyr Gibbs is doing, absolutely taking over football games, uncoverable. Is that a word? Uncoverable? Is that a word?
It is now. Yeah, it is now.
As soon as I said it, I was like, that doesn't feel right. But uncoverable, that's what we're going to start calling Jahmyr Gibbs. You can't cover him when he's going out for a pass. You can't tackle him. He's shown me some great patience. I think Jahmyr Gibbs has really just been a more patient runner this season. I seen him last year just kind of putting his head down, hitting that hole. Now I kind of see him. He kind of puts his hand on an offensive lineman and kind of feels out his block to where he's going, and then boom, he hits the outside. He's gone. See you later. 25-yard touchdown. I love his patience. So just from the injury standpoint and what David Montgomery did to his knee, I'm not ready for 50-50. I think if we could get Demo the ball 10 meaningful carries, I'd be happy with that, or 10 meaningful touches. Okay. And
As
it's
far
not
as
because it's not because of Jahmyr Gibbs or anything like that. I think it's purely just the injury aspect of this. I want to be real careful because I want David Montgomery. He just signed that contract not too long ago, 3 more years of that. So I don't want to risk anything with that injury. So just from that, I don't want 50-50 William, but I think that this is just an absolute problem for the NFL that we're getting one of our best running backs behind this offensive line. Good night. Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, I love it, man. When not taking anything away from Craig Reynolds, guy runs hard, he's physical, but David Montgomery is a way different back than Craig Reynolds. So if you're telling me the guy who's going to be getting the football is going to be David Montgomery when Gibbs isn't getting the ball, that excites me. I think that changes things. Craig Reynolds has some decent runs. Demo is going to offer the ability to be able to break off big chunks, be physical, make you look like Witherspoon from the Seahawks, like just absolutely pancake you and put you under the dirt if you come up on them the wrong way. I'm excited about it, but there's more, Steve. Did you happen to catch the press conference today, Dan Campbell's press conference?
I didn't catch it. I've just seen some stuff on Twitter. What else is going on in the Lions community?
I got some sauce for you. So I'll go with bad news first. Bad news is always the news that you, at least for me, man. I always want to get the bad news first.
Don't do this. I already know where you're going. Don't do this to me.
He did mention that we already know about Derek Barnes, but Carlton Davis out for the season, right? Carlton Davis won't be back. So he did say that. Thoughts and prayers go out to both of those guys. Heal up. I'll still keep it in the back of my mind. Carlton, maybe you end up out there for the Super Bowl, but Coach Campbell did say, looks like it's trending towards both those guys being done for the season. So keeping it and holding it there. Terry and Arnold said it looks like he's day-to-day. He will be just fine, and he should be ready to play. We have a Meek just absolutely balling out of his mind. Move Brian Branch to the nickel. How you feeling about that secondary if we do not get Carlton Davis back?
Secondary is not where I have questions. And you asked a question. I can't remember. Was that Sunday night or Monday? Maybe it was Saturday. I can't remember. Days are stacking up. What do you do if Carlton Davis comes back? We don't have to worry about that now. Carlton, get healthy. Is he a free agent after the season, Carlton Davis?
One more season.
Okay. So, we'll still have him for 2025. Maybe we get an extension done. I don't know, but we're worried about that in the offseason. But for right now, if Terry Arnold comes back, Amik Robertson, we asked a question, who do you take off the field if Carlton comes back? We don't have to worry about that now. Carlton, just go ahead and heal up. Amik Robertson. Did you see his quote he had Sunday night after the game?
Dog quote.
I can't remember it word for word. So do you happen to remember? It was one of the best quotes I've seen in a post-game show, though.
They tried to bury me, but you can't bury what comes from the fucking dirt. What we talking about? Hey, that shit goes hard, man. That goes hard.
I got to run through the wall.
Yeah, man. As soon as he said it, that's exactly what I said. Hey, man. Well, what are we doing here? That's a grit guy. That's a grit guy. And hey, if you did, get a pen out. If you didn't get it, I'm not even gonna make you rewind. They tried to bury me, but you cannot bury what comes from the dirt, man. Like I got a Google Doc full of quotes. Just coaching. You always want to have some stuff, loaded up. Oftentimes I'll put them in the corner of my depth charts or scouting reports for practice scripts for the day. And yeah, man, that's definitely going to be talked about at one of these practices coming up in the near future, man. That was fire.
Yeah. So, I mean, we don't have to worry about it. We know what our secondary is going to be. Don't let this defensive line start playing out of their mind like they did against Minnesota. Do not let this defense continue to dominate games, especially in the trenches. Cause on that back end, we're covering guys. That's not the question. The question is going to be getting pressure on a quarterback. All right. It's been kind of up and down. I saw some blitzes. I saw some stuff working against Sam Darnold. I'm not saying Sam Darnold's the best quarterback in these playoffs, but just to see some pressures against an above average offensive line that Minnesota had was something that I was really watching for. And I think they checked that box for me. So yeah, I don't have any questions about our secondary. For me, the whole season, it's been defensive line. Just depends on which defensive line shows up.
Yeah, I was just getting on here and checking Carlton Davis' contract too. So, 2024 season. Going into 2025, it looks like we do have the option to void that contract. So, guys, if you know exactly, because I don't want to be going in here and looking at this too much, but we do have the option to get out of that in 2025, but we can keep them just the way that I'm looking at it right now on the sports tag contracts. But we'll talk about it.
Yeah, I would assume that contract would get picked up depending on the numbers. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I don't have any questions. I mean, I love that we got this bye week, and I was having a conversation before the game with some people who said, "Man, you know the pluses and the minuses, the pros and the cons versus having this bye week. You know, the pros are, you know, you get an extra week of rest, you get some guys healthy. Like the offensive line deserves a break. I know there's injuries going on that we probably don't know about. We got some guys with some boo boos coming back, but the con is this team going to be rusty? I don't think Dan Campbell believes in rust. I don't think Dan Campbell knows what rust is. He's going to have them sharp. I think if you didn't watch Hard Knocks a couple years ago, Dan Campbell said, you know, it was pretty much talking about how he puts these guys through the ringer. All right, full contact, like it's to get ready for the season. All right, I don't think these guys are just going to be sitting back, you know, playing video games in the locker room and just watching football. Like they're going to be getting to work. They're going to be doing some stuff. They're going to be popping some pads. So I'm not worried about this bye week, Will, at all. Are you?
I'm not worried about it at all. I'm actually happy for it, man, because the bottom line is our guys need some rest. We need to lick our wounds. We need to get healthy. We need to get into a space to where we can make sure that we're ready to go. We had that early bye, and we've been absolutely grinding out this season, man. So it has been a blessing, man, that we got the bye when we did. The Vikings are going to be going into a Rams game with the Detroit Lions hangover against a Rams team that got to rest their guys. So they're going to be fighting an uphill battle, man. So, man, it definitely, if the Rams do come out with a victory there, I think they're going to probably be the fresher team out of the two. So that's just something I'm going to be looking at, man, going to watch these games while our guys are resting at home with their feet up, watching them on TV, just right with us, man. But I'm not worried about it from a rust standpoint. We got savvy veterans that's been around this league for a long time. I think the youngest guy that I'm worried about playing absolutely needs the rest too. And Terry and Arnold, man, he would be the only rookie that I would be like, man, you know, this is his first time really doing it and going through the saddle, but he's been out there all year. It's not like he's a rookie that started getting the nod later on in the season. So he's that, like they say in the NFL, a rookie that started off playing the first game, by the end of the season, you're really kind of getting towards that second year veteran status, man. You know what it's like to play away games. You know what it's like to play at home. You have some processes on how to get down and take care of your business, man. So I'm not worried about any of these guys.
Yeah, we talked about this at the beginning of the year when the schedule came out. We looked at that week 5 bye and said that sucks. Having a week 5 bye, you're talking about going and playing 12 straight weeks of NFL football. That's tough without a break. All right. And during that Thanksgiving time frame, we had 3 games within like 10 days. And then we had like a little mini bye, but we played a lot of football before we got those 10 days off. And now we're back to the grind, got a week off. I think it was much needed. So let me ask you another question, just kind of shooting the shit here. Is there a team in the NFC that you would like to see? And I'm not even in the NFC, William.
Oh, my bad. I thought you said the AFC.
No, NFC. Just like I'm talking
Super Bowl.
No, like for the next playoff game, like not even like X's and O's, or like I'm not talking like, are you afraid of a team? Just someone you'd like to see.
No, not really, man. To be honest, I don't really particularly care, man. I'm ready for anybody who comes. You know, I just really. In the Super Bowl, I want the Kansas City Chiefs to be that AFC team.
I think we established that. Yes, I think.
No. Now I will say I would be definitely okay with the Buffalo Bills as well. You know, because I feel like there was I just got a bitter taste in my mouth about that situation too. And I do feel like maybe there will be an asterisk if we'll even beat the Kansas City Chiefs. They're like, yeah, but man, the Bills did this, you know, maybe that would be out there too. So I wouldn't mind either one of those teams, but I don't know, man. Patrick Mahomes is a superhuman, unbeatable in Super Bowls, just a special generational talent. It would just be all the more sweeter to take him down, man, in a Super Bowl. I feel like that answers all questions. And I have to correct myself while Steve was talking. I got a chance to really look at this Carlton Davis contract. He will be an unrestricted free agent in 2025, so we'll have to re-sign him
after this season.
Yeah, after this season here.
Yeah, I thought it was a 1-year deal, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
But
1-year deal.
I think just from entertainment purposes, like we're not talking X's and O's, but I'm kind of wanting to see Washington get it done. I'd like to see them come to Ford Field. I know we play them next year. The schedule came out. That's something we'll talk about later on. We're focused on these playoffs and just talking. But I'd like to see Jane Daniels in that rookie. I'd like to see him come to Ford Field. Hostile environment. I can't remember who they're playing off the top of my head. Are they playing the Eagles first?
I don't know, man. To be honest, I haven't really got a chance.
William, or just
I follow the Detroit Lions and whoever they're taking belt to ass. But no, I haven't looked at the brackets yet, man. To be honest, they made me work today, so hit that subscribe button, please, guys, so I can really focus my thoughts on just football here. Just get some.
They're playing the Buccaneers. They're playing the Buccaneers first.
Yeah,
that'd be a good game. But yeah, I'd just like to see Jane Daniels. I know we'll get a look at him next year, but I'm just looking at like some of these NFC playoff teams. Like we've already played Tampa Bay, we've played the Packers. We don't have to worry about the Eagles for a couple of weeks. So I'd just like to see a new team. We played the Vikings, obviously. We played the Rams. I'd just like to see one of those teams that we haven't seen yet. So that's the only reason why I said Washington.
Yeah, no, I get it, man. I'm interested in seeing a rookie at some point, man. But honestly, I'm just worried about that Super Bowl and who we're gonna have and what it's gonna look like. Keeping it injury related, Coach Campbell did say that Ennis Rakestraw is trending in a good direction. We could potentially get him back. So that'll be another one, man. If we don't get Carlton Davis back, then Ennis Rakestraw could be a guy that they throw into that nickel. And if they do, then we'll get an opportunity to see Brian Branch bounce back. Maybe if Melifonwu plays a little bit more of a hybrid linebacker style player rather than playing back behind at the safety position. Because what we've been seeing as of late is Brian Branch at the nickel, Ify Melifonwu and Kirby Joseph deep, and then Amik and Terrion at the corner position. So, and Lord forbid one of those guys get banged up, I think we're going to see Ennis Rakestraw instead of Kendall Vildor, which I would love to see Ennis Rakestraw ahead of Kendall Vildor just to get a look if he can't get it done. And as I've said before, we know what Kendall Vildor is. If Ennis Rakestraw isn't getting it done, we get him back in there. And not sure what's going on with E-Man, man. He was down for an illness last week, so I don't know exactly what that is or what the situation is. So hopefully he can get it together, get this bye week under his belt, get a good week of practice under him, and maybe he'll be on the field too, man. So that'll be another guy who maybe could jump in there at nickel and get Brian Branch back to that safety spot.
I thought they put him on IR, didn't they?
Did they? I didn't see it if they did.
I think they put Mosley on the IR, which would end his season. And
yeah, he's done. Yeah, if they did, he's done. I have to check it. But
well, you might want to be mean today. Don't make me go down that road.
Nah, man. Say how you feel.
Manuel Mosley's not going to put pads on for the Detroit Lions again. Okay, this dude hasn't played football in 3 years. Listen. I cheered for him. I'm rooting for him. I was rooting for him in the comeback, but I'm just following the breadcrumbs. I'm just showing you what's on the wall. Okay, the writing's there. I don't think you were going to see him in a Detroit Lions uniform again. 3 years removed from football is a long time. Okay, this dude hurt himself when he was playing with the San Francisco 49ers. We picked him up, low risk, high reward, knowing he was injured at the time. He rehabs, comes back, plays a game, gets injured again. Didn't even play a game, played like 3 or 4 snaps. Injured again, haven't seen him this season. I can't put my faith in Emmanuel Mosley making an impact on this team now. And it's Rakestraw, if you remember during training camp and all the preseason, there was a lot of reports out there that he was playing better than Terrion Arnold, but he's been banged up. We've only really seen him a handful of times, maybe mostly special teams. So I'm interested. And what's crazy is for Brad Holmes being this draft guru, and he 100% is, this past draft class, we really haven't seen too many of those rookies other than Terrion Arnold. We've seen Mahogany for 1 game. I know he came in Sunday against the Vikings when Zeitler went down for a minute. But other than that, like it's been Vaki, mostly special teams. Like we really haven't gotten a real look at this draft class from last year. And a lot of people have been mentioning that and talking about that. I see some stuff on Twitter and just conversations I have with some friends, but that's a good problem to have. When your draft class can't get on the field, you're doing something right. Okay. So
I don't think that has
it's a battle.
Brad having a bad draft class. I think it has everything to do with these guys really stepping up to the plate and getting it done, man. We got young guys who stepped into starting roles and they ain't giving up them positions. No, sir.
So yeah, I'm interested to see Rakestraw. He's only getting on the field because of an injury, and it's not because he can't play. It's just he hasn't had an opportunity yet. So now with Carlton Davis being shut down for the season, maybe this is an opportunity where we see one of these younger guys and someone who was spoken very highly about all preseason and during training camp, if you guys don't remember. So keep an eye on that, something to watch for. And I'm excited about that one.
Yeah. as I look through, man, and I'm thinking about this defense, and I'm looking at Alex Anzalone back. I'm looking at we got Jack Campbell. I'm looking at we got Ife Melifonwu just at the right time. We still got Kirby Joseph. We got Brian Branch. We got Meek. And we got Terry and Arnold, who should be back for the game. Just got Demo back. I don't have as many questions as I had before. Pascal made it through the game, man, which he's been in a lot of times after games. He's been banged up after the games and out for the following week. It seems like it's been every other week with him. Levi Onwuzurike, another one, feeling good. Zadarius Smith feeling good. So, I mean, hey, I think we should be okay. Now, Pat O'Connor, coach did say today, Coach Campbell said that it looks worse. They didn't get good news, so he's trending in a bad direction, like he won't be available. He's a guy that's been playing some damn good football. EMU Eagles, you know what I mean? Hey, just representing, man. So I'm down bad about that one, man. He was playing some damn good football, and who knows when he'll have another opportunity like this. I know that's a guy who said, listen, getting his name called out as a starter coming out of that tunnel was just something that he would remember for the rest of his life. It's something that he never thought that he would be able to do. So it just sucks, man, that he won't have that opportunity. So I'm wondering, how will we fill that role? I know it'll be DJ Reader, man, but who's going to step into that defensive tackle role? Because I've been continuing to see my man Broderick Martin in street clothes with big shiny chains on.
Yeah, well, stop making me be mean today. I don't want to be the bad guy. All right.
It's not. I don't think it's being a bad guy, man. It's just the reality is the reality, man. He was a 4th round pick that we knew was a project. I still think that he can make an impact in this league. I'm not giving up on him, but where we might be getting down to the point to where he might have to take a snap or two. I'm not going to say that he's going to be the guy taking the meaningful steps down in and down out, but we might have to activate him. I like Miles Adams from the Seahawks to be a role player to come in, but hey, if we lose a guy like that, is Broderick Martin in a jersey here in a few weeks? What do you think?
Did he win one of our jersey giveaways and I'm unaware?
Oh man. I mean, I don't know where we go, man. I don't know where we go. Are we activating Jonah Williams? Like, what are we doing, man? It's we're getting to a point, man, where some decisions are gonna have to be made, man. We'll see, I guess.
I'm just checking my DMs to see if he sent me his address for one of our giveaways, because it's the only time I think we'll see Broderick Martin in a Detroit Lions jersey is if he wins one. So real quick, did you see that Levi Onwuzurike was credited with 9 pressures against the Minnesota Vikings?
I did not see that.
That's a good problem to have. All right, that's what we're talking about. That's what we need on these quarterbacks, opposing quarterbacks. We need pressures. Zadarius Smith had a good game. Muhammad had a good game. Our whole defensive line had a good game, William. Got anything else for tonight?
I don't, man. I'm just excited, man. I'm just excited. It's gonna be a week off for our guys, man, and I just can't wait to see what they look like when they come back fresh, man. Just feeling good, ready, eager. Whoever we gotta deal with. Will it be the Rams? Will it be the Minnesota Vikings? I'm excited to see who's coming to town. Not worried about either team. Much respect to whoever shows up, but not scared. You?
No, not scared. Ready. Nice little break. Week 5 was a long time ago. These guys deserve a little time off. Rest up those boo-boos, hit the pools, get that therapy done, do whatever you got to do to get ready for these next 3 games, because I plan on playing 3 more football games. So I plan on a parade down Woodward here at the end of February. I got a lot of things I'd like to do on Woodward that day. So stick around, hit that like button. We'll be back later with another show.
Peace.